My name is Kina Phillips, and I'm very humbled to be here today. It's an honor to be the voice of your community, of a community that reeks of fear, afraid to open their mouth and stand for what's right. And I'm just thankful that I'm bold enough to step up and stand for the right of, of my community. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself. I might carry on a little bit, but it's a reason why. Okay, I have a wonderful husband. I'm a mother of many. I cater to a lot of kids within my community, but biologically have 4 kids, one that is deceased. And I'm a spiritual leader within my church. I serve. I serve in my church. I serve outside of my church. I'm also in the process of writing 2 books right now. I've taught life skills within my community to the youth, to just build up their integrity, just to guide them the right way. Right now, I'm mentoring in my high school at Galay Central Community High. I've been doing cosmetology work for the last 27 years, since I was 14 years old, because I was raised without a mom and dad. So I had to use my gifts to make room to buy school clothes and do different things that I needed. I've been an activist in my community for the last probably 7 or 8 years, because I seen the wrong that was being done within our communities. And I'm one that truly believes that if you're going to make a change in your community, if you desire it, you got to first become the change. So thank you. So I not just got up and challenged my leaders inside of my community, which they really got tired of me, but I also, tried to become one. And I ran for city commissioner. I ran against the mayor, and I lost by about 44 points. But I still didn't lose, because I'm one that also believe that if you're really serious about making a change in your community, you don't let a position stop you. You continue to work even without that position. So that's what I have been doing in my community. I'm also a couponer. I'm a very I'm a very extreme couponer, but I don't coupon for myself. I coupon because I go and I make care packages for the senior citizens inside of our community. When the seniors get ready to go off to school, I make care packages to send with them as they go to college. I also meet the needs of the young ladies inside of my community that don't have toilet paper and different things and lacking. I also meet the needs of the men that need to be cleaned up, need shaving, razors, so that they can build up their integrity and feel better about themselves. And so I just thank God that I do have a heart to give and pour back into my community. So I have told you all of this about myself for a reason. Me, one that have lost my job and haven't been working for the last year and some months, but I continue to give. I continue to still be a good neighbor within my community. How much more could the sugar companies do with all that they have to offer? So I'm not coming up against the sugar mill to make them close down, take away jobs. I'm just asking that they be a good neighbor. If I go out and I throw some trash on the ground and the police see it, I'm going to get fined for that. I'll get a big fine. But they're allowed to throw trash upon us for 7 to 8 months out of the year, and they're really getting paid for it. I see something wrong with that. That's a problem. The job that I was working on, I was working in the medical field, and I see where during the time of the seasons, there's a very big increase of the kids coming in. We got to give them referrals so they can get their asthma machines. We got elderlies coming in where we got to do treatments all the time, back to back. There's a problem that's going on. When the sugar mill go down, you see less people's coming in. So if we had people that was really concerned about us and cared about us, we would have the documents that would prove that there's something that's going on and our quality in our air is not right. It's not, and we're not being considered. So I was raised in a small, close-knit, family-oriented community, South Bay, where our infrastructure is it's horrible. Roads will tear your cars up. Buildings are being knocked down. We're trying to do everything to try to bring it back. We'll do cleanups and different things like that. But we love one another. But we also have people that's not willing to open their mouth because we're dominated by this big company that really employ quite a few people within our community. So who's going to talk when you know that your child needs to eat? You're not going to say anything. So in these communities, I went to the elementary school, Rosenwald. I went to Lakeshore Middle in Belglade. I went to Glade Central in Belglade. I also went to the School of Choice in Pahokee. And one thing that all of these schools had in common when I was going to school was we was exposed to the environment. Whenever they burnt, we seen it, we smelled it. It was on our clothes, it was on our corridors, it was all on the cars, it was everywhere. Kids were having asthma attacks, sinus problems. No one said anything. We suffered with that. So me becoming a mom, I had to do something about that. So we built up enough courage, me and some more moms, teachers, principals, local government, churches. We went to Palm Beach County, and we went to the school district, and we had 3 schools that were still not enclosed. And we told them, we was like, we need our kids in enclosures. We need them to have the state of the art. We need them to have the best. So we brought our kids, and we let our kids talk to them and let them know when you burn sugar and when you spray your pesticide, it comes on us. It's in our schools. When you burn, guess what? The rats and the snakes and stuff, they're on our corridors. Would you allow your kids to learn in this environment? So they told us, well, we'll give you 1 school, but we don't have the money for 3 schools. So the school that they wanted to give us was the more popular school that teach Spanish, and everybody changed their address so they can go to this one particular school. But even that school said no. We stood our guns and we stood together. And that's one thing I do know. When we're on one accord about something, it is powerful. And a movement has to take its place when you're on one accord. So we stood our ground. I don't know where they get the money from magically. But we have 3 new schools now. And they've been in the school. They've been in the school for 1 full year. This is the 2nd year they've been in the school. But still a problem remains. The kids are sitting in the classrooms, and the cane is right up against the gate where they play at. So they have their windows open, the screens open, the blinds open, and it burns. And they burn, but they don't warn and say, okay, we'll be burning today, or we'll be spraying pesticide today. So the kids get to witness the fire. So the kids say, no, I'm ready to go home. I want you to call mommy. I want you to call daddy. We want to go home because they're afraid that the school finna burn up. The brand new school finna burn up. So they got to close the blinds. They got to calm the kids down. So do you really think that whatever they're teaching that day, the kids really going to pay attention to that? No, they're afraid now. So I asked one of the staff members at the school, I say, well, when they burn and all the white snow come on the equipment and all over the school, who cleans it up? Oh, we get the custodians to come and pressure wash everything. I say, so you telling me that y'all cleaning up the sugar mill mess? So my tax money is cleaning up their stuff? And she was like, oh, I she didn't think about that like that. But that's exactly what's happening, And then you got all of this. They're really winning all around the board. We cleaning up behind them. We buying their products. I might stop eating sugar. I mean, like, I'm serious. I love sugar, but I might have to, y'all find something else for me to eat. I mean. So our main issue is the burning of the sugar, with the health and with the trash. It's like me being a neighbor beside you, and I just fill my trash up with all of my stuff, and then I just go outside and lift up your window and just pour my trash over in your window. Pour it on your kids. I'm going to pour it on your car. I'm just going to pour it everywhere. But my stuff remain clean because guess what? I'm flying out of my jets and my helicopters, and I'm, going other places, and I'm living other places, and I'm living big, and you go ahead on and clean up my trash. That's not right. That's not right. I live in a town that, has been given a bad reputation because of crime and different things or whatever, and the way that other people perceive, that other people that's on the outside perceive us. But regardless of how people look at us, the evidence shows that there's greatness that comes out of the muck. There's some great people with careers, lawyers and doctors. We're not just about athletes. It's not just about because we have the highest percentage of people that go to the NFL and different things. It's not just about that. We have people that done went off and they have became, lawyers and all of these big titles and stuff. I'm not that. I'm just plain Jane Kina. I just got a voice. But but they done became, and so what they have is so much to offer now. And now they have decided to come back home. They've come back home, and they ready to fight. So I bless God that he have connected me with the Sierra Club so that I now have someone that is concerned about us, who have informed us on a whole lot of information so that I can now go and I can connect them with Sierra Club, or I can tell them, the information that I know so that we can come on one accord and we can fight. Because it's wrong what's going on. There's no restriction in our community. We went on a tour in Henry County, and I was jealous because Henry County has a little, about that much, restriction going on there. You can't burn around their Walmart in certain homes and different things like that. You can't burn there. They green harvest their stuff. Now, that's what the man told me. And Miss Chris. Ain't that what he said, Chris? So I'm like, wait 1 minute now, because they right behind my daughter's school, and they right behind our homes, and we have no restriction. So what really made me mad is when I learned about this y'all yellow paper y'all have. See, this right here made me mad. because I'm trying to figure out who says that their lives are more valuable than ours. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who determines that? You know, I mean, like, so someone stepped up and said, oh, we don't want no ash or no pollution coming their way. Okay, so I'm stepping up now and I'm saying that I don't want no pollution and white snow and pesticide and all this stuff blowing over me, my kids, and my grandkid, and my future kids, and my neighbors' kids, and people that's to come. I don't want that either. I mean, like, you tell me that if the wind is blowing a certain way and a certain mile per hour that you can't burn, but then you don't consider all the burning that you're doing around us, something is wrong with that. So that goes to show me that you know that there's pollution in the air. If you're willing to protect, what is you're protecting them from if you put a restriction? A restriction is there because something is wrong. It's because something is wrong. Don't nobody want no restriction if good air is coming. You know something is wrong with this air, so you put up a restriction to protect. Now there's another little city that is being built closer towards our way. So is the restriction going to go back further our way so they can protect them as well? I'm wondering, I mean, like, what the future really is going to hold. Are you not going to ever care about us? No, something has to change. I truly believe that in spite of what's going on now and what we see, there's a big change that's finna take place in the Glades. I do not believe that it's going to remain the same. I think that people are going to stand up, and I believe that they're going to have a voice. And Fun, what their name? They're going to have to make a change. They're going to have to. It's a heart condition. That's all. You got to care about other people. It ain't that you don't have the money to do it. You extended your season last year. Well, this year you extended your season, not even to because the weather was bad and you didn't make the money. You extended it to make extra money. I mean, how did it benefit us? Did you do anything in our communities? No. When they ask you to do something, you pull out a grill and buy about 4 cases of meat. I can coupon for that. You do that. And you think you did something. You did absolutely nothing but gave us a couple of more pounds. No, we don't need that. We really don't need that. And I believe that I got a saying that I'm trying to find. Just give me a minute. I believe that there's a people that will stand. I believe that there's a voice that will rise. I believe people will begin to value their lives. I believe that this is what's going to take place. We have a campaign that is going on. And I left the paper at the table, but I know you all have it. I really hope that you all sign this petition so that we can move. Yes, ma'am, that petition. Thank you so much. This, help us. We really need help. And I truly believe that if the people see that other people care, it will give them a hope. Because right now, they don't have any hope. They're really afraid. They're afraid. They come, they try to threaten us. They tell us not to come speak to the summit. They try, everything, and I have to do what is right. I can't move out of fear. I can't operate out of fear. I have to do what is right because my kids' lives are at stake because of this. My grandson had to go on an asthma machine when he was just a baby because he couldn't breathe. Why would I be less of a grandmother to not stand up for what's right? I have to. Regardless of how you come at me, I have to do this. We need you. Never give up. And I need you too. So I just want to let you know that we have a voice in the matter, and we have a choice. Our choice is to just join Sierra and add more people's on, and we're going to be a unified force. And we're not going to take down Big Sugar and all the rest of them big companies. We're going to them so that they could do what's right. I mean, and they will win like the right way eventually if they do it. I mean, they will increase more than what they have now if they do what's right. You know, I just bless y'all. And I thank y'all for taking the time to listen to me. This is a very humbling experience for me. And again, I will say have a voice and a choice in the matter. My name is Kina Phillips. Thank you.